What is digital? How does it work? Are you connected? Why does it matter? From Wall Street to No Street, the digital divide affects us all.
The Digital Divide, a presentation by Ian Kay, Evan Papadakis, and John Williams. The Digital Divide. What is it? The story of two divides. The first between those who have access to new information technology and those who do not. The second, between how information technology is being used. The divides can be attributed to multiple factors including income, education, race, age, and gender. In assessing the digital divide, it is important to understand how large-scale the issue really is. According to the latest update from Internet World Stats, only 23.8% of the world's population use the Internet. This means that roughly 76.2% of the world's population, or 5.1 billion people, do not use the Internet. The regions of North America, Australia, and Europe demonstrate the highest levels of penetration at 74.4%, 60.4%, and 48.9% respectively. Asia and Africa have the least percentage of Internet usage, with 17.4% penetration and 5.6% penetration respectively. The digital divide is further demonstrated when examining worldwide Internet usage per capita. In 2007, Internet users per 100 inhabitants in developed nations was 62% compared to 17% in developing nations, a difference of 45%. World Internet usage in 2007 was only slightly higher than that of developing nations at 21%. Additionally, the graph depicts the apparent widening of the digital divide year over year, with a 10% difference in 1997 of Internet usage in developed versus developing nations, compared to a 45% difference in 2007.
The digital divide matters for three main reasons. The first is economics. The digital divide contributes to the disparity in global wealth. It hinders developing countries from participating in the global economy by restricting their access to global markets, information, and Internet-based technologies. Second, the digital divide impacts politics and social interactions. Communication capabilities affect political movements, as demonstrated recently in Iran by Iranian protesters' use of Twitter to organize rallies, and also in Obama's use of the Internet to help win the 2008 U.S. presidential election. Socially, those without access to information technologies cannot utilize social networking capabilities and their associated benefits. Third, the digital divide impacts education by limiting students' access to information and Internet-based technologies. Recent research suggests a positive correlation between the amount and type of Internet use and academic performance. There are three main causes for the divide. The first is income level. Income levels directly correlate with the amount and type of Internet use. In 2006, the high-income and upper-middle-income individuals accounted for 24.7% of the worldwide population, 86.6% of the global GDP, and 79.2% of broadband usage. Conversely, low-income individuals accounted for 37% of the worldwide population, 3.2% of global GDP, and only 0.7% of broadband use. The second cause for the divide is the cost of information communication technologies. In year 2006, high-income individuals worldwide paid an average of $16.27 US per 100 kilobyte per second per month for broadband. That's 2.1% of gross net income per capita. Low-income individuals paid $186.24 US for the same amount of broadband. That's 909% of gross net income per capita. The third cause of the divide is education. An individual's education level directly correlates to their access to information technologies. In the U.S., between years 2000 and 2009, the penetration rate of the Internet to college graduates was 95% versus only 33% for those without a high school degree.
So what's being done to close the gap? In general, there are three broad areas by which this issue is being addressed: philanthropic efforts, government initiatives, and corporate partnerships. For instance, the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation granted $328 million to provide computer and internet services in public libraries in developing nations. In addition, the Merkel Foundation began its $100 million Digital Divide Initiative in June 2001 in an effort to improve public understanding of the way in which information technology can meet the needs of low-income and low-literacy people. In the area of government initiatives, the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act of 2009 includes $7.2 billion for broadband development, while the California Emerging Technology Fund hopes to close the digital divide by breaking down barriers to high-speed internet access and encouraging all Californians to get connected. Finally, corporate partnerships, such as the collaboration between Sun Microsystems and UNESCO, seek to find low-cost ways to improve education with universal access to information and knowledge. So what does all this mean for business? A smaller digital divide means access to new markets and new customers for businesses. They must find cost-effective ways to serve these customers, such as mobile internet, satellite, cheaper laptops, such as netbooks, open-source software, and even community telecenters for developing nations. But this also means increased competition. Businesses must be prepared for a future in which more and more businesses and people have access to the benefits of the internet.
In conclusion, the digital divide is real. Gaps exist not only in access to information technologies, but also in the intensity and use of those technologies. The digital divide impacts economics, politics, society, and education. The main causes for the divide are income levels, high costs, and education. But there are things being done to close the divide, from philanthropic efforts to government and corporate initiatives. Business is changing, and will continue to change towards more cost-effective technologies, mobile internet, and open-source software. Worldwide competition will increase, and hopefully one day the gaps will close.
People come up.